Oh my gosh, you guys. What a hello. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Oh, I forgot it's different on me phone. Okay, so first of all, hi. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. It's a wee bit of a circus lately, so I tried to do my part to dress the part, okay? And you're all just so amazing. So please don't forget, hit the like. It's so awesome of you to join me. Look at how dry it is here, okay? You guys know my hair is pinned straight. Look at this. Look at this. Usually pinned straight hair. Not today. Not today. So let's do real quick the outfit of the day. And y'all take a closer look at the shirt before you like start worrying yourselves. Ta-da. Okay, there's the outfit of the day because we're doing like a new show today. It's gonna be a very fitting one, like apocalyptic, like end of the world type news show. So, and I want to talk about like the whole Idaho 4 thing and that ordeal because, oh golly, thank you. It's actually a skirt. And thank you, Frank. You're amazing. So good to see you guys and hear from you. Check this out. So, you guys know that I go to these festivals, right? I do these things. So I wanted to show you how cool this thing is. Like, how fun is this? Don't worry, I may or may not be hypnotizing you for my news show. So shush, sit back, enjoy the ride. It's Sunday, baby. And guess what? You're all kind of heathens because I know you should be at church. Well, maybe not all of you. That's a joke. Okay, but good to see you. Thank you for joining me. It really does mean so much. What's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisydame. Welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. And remember, the only person that you should be praising today is the Lord. Okay? Now, I'm still getting used to this thing, although I am pretty good at it now. So, again, please don't forget to hit the like, it's free. And yeah, we're going to talk about this whole I hope for thing, the whole BK thing, because oh, this whole situation, it's definitely been one of the most milked cases I've seen. Maybe close to summer. Well, I don't know, but listen, this it's like the cow that keeps on giving. Because literally, listen to this, okay? I know, right? Have you seen weirder stuff? Ow! That's how I'm getting your attention this Sunday. I'm just trying to make sure y'all have a good day. That's all. That's part of my duty as a human being. Okay, but listen, I don't know. I'm just curious about this because so many people are just talking and like not sticking to facts, and that's whatever. You know, you can go ahead and speculate and conversate and do all these things, but if you present it as fact, right, like no faba. So we're gonna talk about some of that stuff, and some of these channels are just going wild per usual. But yeah, I need to do more with this, like the LED stuff. I do. This is the levitation wand. I know how to do this. I use the poi balls, and there's also the orbits. I know how to do those. So I should just do like go dancing for like LED stuff. That would be a lot of fun. The painting today is just this one. For those of you who don't know, I am an artist and I paint. Okay, so I don't know. I've just had a lot of sus feelings about this case from the start, and I know I say this a lot, right? That I have the feelings of the sus, but I do. Okay, I do, and I don't know how else to say that or put it, but sometimes feels weird to me. Like something about this whole case doesn't seem right. Okay, but one thing I do want to say right away is I love the Gonzalez family, and I love each of these victims' families. They seem like they are just the most amazing people. They are just very spiritually well equipped, and obviously they're very humble people, and they're very amazing people, and they just I think they're amazing people. That's all. I want to say that like right off the rip because I cannot even imagine or fathom how hard this must have been for them. No matter what the case is, it doesn't matter. Each one of these people still lost someone very significant in their life, and that is just horrible. No matter how you put it, it doesn't matter. And I think Steve Gonzalez specifically is kind of the man because I don't know if like where he's at with his facial hair is something he would normally do, but this dude, he took alpha and he went there. Like Amazing. Dude looks like if he doesn't own a motorcycle, he will now, right? That looks like that type of dad. And you could only hope to have that type of father if something were to happen to any of us, right? To have a parent that would be like, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say something. They're holding back too much, right? Like, I would hope that I know my parents would, absolutely. They're the type that would absolutely. So, yeah, God forbid. I know some of you may have children. I do have a king, the king, the king. Oh my gosh, by the way, real quick, side quest, let's do it. The king won a swim meet, and it was his first swim meet, and I was super excited. And I was like, do I bring a sign? And that's kind of like, of course you bring a sign, but it was his first one, so I didn't want to embarrass him, but he also knew I was like gonna be there screaming for him anyways, right? So it's just funny because where he goes, it's like not where I grew up, so nobody knows me there, and they probably just see us like, oh yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, that's how I feel. But anywho, okay, back to it with all this, okay? Stephen Gonzalez, he seems like the man. Seems like the fun kind of parent, like a good kind of parent. And yeah, I just think he's a total awesome person. Like, I think that I commend the parents and the family so much for handling everything with grace and being able to move forward with kindness in their hearts and trying to still do good deeds for the world. Like, that's amazing. So many people could just shut down and be like, that's it. Hi, Cal. Thank you. Oh, hi, Shy. Aw. Everybody say hi to Superstar. Milady. Okay. So, and also, I also think the poor dog, the freaking poor dog. Like, I know that that's like not something that everybody talks about very often, but this poor dog. If you guys have dogs in your family, you get it. You get it. Like that poor dog. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. So I'm like, a lot of people are also curious, why did Bryan Kohberger go to this school? I think honestly, maybe it was just an opportunity that was available. There's just so many little red flags and questions that people have, and this is just my thoughts on that. I think that maybe it was one of the places that would give him a scholarship or whatever it may be, because obviously, one thing we can say for sure is that they're academically inclined. They're smart, right? I don't want to say brilliant because I don't know this. I don't know this. Okay, I don't know. Never met them, right? I don't know, but I do know that they're supposed to be book smart, right? Okay, so yeah, there's just so much about this, and this whole thing with the two roommates. Do please hit the like, you guys. It's free and it means so much. People say that you can't speak about it or that that's some type of something. I think that we're allowed to discuss it. I mean, I think that's okay. And I'm just curious. My thoughts are that we heard the boyfriend say that Dylan was doing just fine with this. And that's concerning. Like, if you just lost multiple friends and you're just fine with this, like, you're just fine. No, that's not good. That's not a good sign. That's a foul. You might want to, nope. There's some suppression going on or something there, because like you shouldn't be just fine, right? So again, there's just been a lot of red flags, and I know it's hard, but sometimes we do have to kind of like suspend our disbelief, right? Immediately people want to just believe certain people and write others off, but fortunately everybody should get a fair trial, right? So I don't know, what are the true intentions behind all this, because people are saying it's jealousy. I don't know about that. And like, also, maybe he was just going to grab something. Like, that's also a possibility. Because people say that this is a hot spot for certain things. Like, that area is a hubbub. I don't know, though. I don't know. Oh, here's another thing. What if he just saw something shady? Like, this is like, what really blew my mind, okay? And don't get me wrong. I am no BK supporter. I'm not out here being like, woohoo, I'm your cheerleader. I'm a fangirl. Aw, thank you so much. Always take care of yourselves and your families first. But thank you guys so very much. Kelly and Chai, you guys are so amazing. Hi, Rach. I know you're there too. Love you. If you guys didn't know, we're doing like a little bit of a fundraiser because my iPad Pro decided to go completely. But for the top 5 donators, I will give a painting, and every little bit, like, thank you, genuinely. Every little penny helps so much. My goal for our community was 200, and I never ask for donations. I never bother you guys about that. I tell you always do what's free. So it was 200, and we're at like 130. So just amazing since yesterday. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. It feels a lot less overwhelming when we all come together and, tackle something. And I just feel very blessed. Thank you. Okay, well, let's move along. Because I don't want to keep spending time on it. Like, I didn't want to even spend too much time on it. So Steve, the father, again, he believes that there's more info that could be released, that should be released. And I find that curious. And people are all worried about, like, how can they not talk, but they are talking? Why is there certain things that only the lawyer can say, but the parents can't? Again, the court system, it's just, how do you say finically sometimes? Like, fickle, kind of? It's teeter-totter. Like, I don't know. Some things are hit or miss. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. And, yeah. Also, people are asking, where's their alibi? Like, why wouldn't they have come out with an alibi already, right? That's another thing. The court system, it's like maybe they could have like an alibi right now, right? They could have something or someone that has seen them or was aware of what they were doing when they were doing it, right? But again, with the court, you don't really have a chance to just be like, hey, wait, I have an alibi. Like, I'm exempt. Let me out. You can't really do that, right? There's a time and a place, and it's all within the proceedings. And you can't jump a proceeding and be like, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't know about court stuff. That's good. Like, I guess that's really good for you because you don't want to know about all that court stuff, okay? It's a lot, okay? And it's very tiring emotionally and all around. It is exhausting, right? So I don't blame people for not knowing what's going on with the legal stuff, okay? I don't blame anybody at all. If you could, like, stay away, stay far, far away. Because there's, believe it or not, some people in a lifetime that won't deal with the courts. There's people in a lifetime that will never see the inside of a courtroom. Bless their hearts. You're so fortunate, you know? But I don't know. I just think there's been a lot of misinfo around this. And there's only like a certain few cases that get on YouTube that really have that strong misinfo. And it makes me wonder, why is that? Why is that? Why is it certain cases? Because we know that YouTube can be such a tool and such a blessing to help with certain cases. It could really crack the case sometimes. Like, for example, in the Gabby Petito one, right? The internet really helped out. So that's a miracle. But in this case, not so much, apparently. There's just a lot. And people don't stick just to the facts. And again, to each their own. They can do as they will. But the father thinks it's jealousy. And people keep saying, why is Bryan jealous over these girls? Like, is it the lifestyle? I don't think that if it is a jealousy thing, I don't think it's over the girls. I think it's over Jack or something, maybe. Because if maybe this Bryan had a fling with one of these ladies, per se, and he really, really was in his feelings about them, I don't know. There's only certain things that people will go so far for, and it really is love or money, you know? So that's what makes me very curious. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. You guys are too much. Don't make me blush now. I don't know. I'm just worried. I don't want them to have messed it up. I really hope. Because the curious thing is the two roommates who did survive, instead of calling the ambulance or anything, they waited 8 hours. And this is a huge point of like confusion and people being like, what is going on with this? Because why would you wait 8 hours? How is it that they called their friends over first? And by the way, they keep saying summoned. Like, that's a weird word to use. Language is particular for a reason, right? So they said they summoned their friends over first. Well, why? So they could take a look? Everybody get a peek? Like, what the hell? Why? I don't get it. Like, if there was one or two people... Oh, thanks. I love Robin Williams so much. Don't get me started. I wanted to be the Robin Williams of our time. I just love him. And I miss him so much sometimes. And this is my fancy news outfit. And I feel like it's very Robin Williams-esque. I feel like if there was like a thing he did now, it would be something similar to this, discussing just the chaos and things like that in a way, I don't know, that people can still giggle about, because it's hard. This stuff is rough. And oh man, I almost commend those creators that are like grinding on these topics like 24/7. They eat, sleep, and breathe this crime stuff, and oh, couldn't be me, Suge. Couldn't be me. It like weighs on my soul already just discussing certain cases. I couldn't fathom. Ugh, good on them though, seriously. But I just don't think that it's something you should like make your whole channel about or for, because that's gotta bring a lot of darkness in your heart. I don't know. Maybe that's just me though. So I guess I'm a curious one, right? And I often will try and suspend my disbelief and try and see it from all angles and be like, well, what if, for example, just for example, not saying that they didn't, but what if they weren't involved in that manner, right? What if Bryan was indeed involved in a different way? Because we spoke about before, proximity to danger, like that really matters. I don't know, like not a lot of people really consider it, but when you do consider your proximity to danger, it's like that's kind of what got him in this mess. That's what has to have gotten him into this mess, because how else would he be involved, right? It's his proximity to the danger. Okay, so you could be like genuine, like a bystander. Say, for example, X amount of people in that house did something that they shouldn't have done, and then they owed a large debt. Just saying, allegedly, these are all just like theories that people have, right? And I'm just running with one of the many theories that are out there. Say they owed somebody, say that it was a debt, and now people were coming to handle that debt. What if Bryan was actually someone who was in their neighborhood, saw what was happening, and really did want to help and say, I'm here to help? Like, what if he really did, but realizing he's outnumbered, he bails out and realizes the situation is really, really bad. Really, really, really bad, right? I don't know. Again, I just like to think of all the different things it could be. And I don't know. When I see him, I don't see cold-blooded, like, I'm not afraid. I don't feel fear. I don't like, I don't feel any of that. I don't sense any of it. I've just always felt like there's something amiss with all of this. And please, like I said, don't put me in a box. I don't fit in any boxes. Like, no box is made for me. I'm not like, oh, he's innocent and I'm so for him. Like, no, absolutely not. And I'm not, oh my God, he's guilty and he did it all. And oh my goodness, this is horrible. And, no, I'm just kind of here in the middle, just discussing it. So what if he was there to help though? You never know. You just never know. And this is sus. Like, there was undercovers in the area at the time. They were well aware. I know, but I think that some people can be a part of the system and not be of the system. And I think that there was very few like celebs, I genuinely believe that did not sell their soul and got where they got on their talent alone. Believe it or not, I really do believe that there is like a few genuine gems out there that like somehow made it through to like make people aware. But as for, the rest of them, oh yeah, they probably sold their soul. They met the, devil at the crossroads. I don't doubt that. Right? I mean, he passed away young. He had his own demons. I try not to judge people. That's not my place, okay? It's God's. All right. So I just feel, yeah, there's always been something I miss. I feel like he has an ace up his sleeve. That's how it feels to me. Like, he's got something that he's hiding or that he's well aware of that, like, nobody else is. Because if he is a part of this or was a part of it, allegedly, who knows, then only he would know what happened, right? Only he would know where he was and what he was doing and what he left or did not leave and what went amiss or what didn't go amiss. Because this is somebody that's studying criminology. I just feel as if there could be a connection between him and the undercovers in the area. Like, everybody says that he didn't get this job, right? I'm streaming, please, Mr. Motorcycle Man. It is a day of rest. They know when I'm streaming. Come on. Jeez Louise. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't like hired, right? For the police task force, whatever it may be. But maybe he was able to help them in a different way. Maybe he was like, hey, I might not be hired in this manner, but I can do this, right? never know. He's like, look what I can do. And the police are like, oh, so that's helpful, right? Because I don't know, this is all just too sus. It's all just too sus. And I do understand that we're looking at a puzzle that's not even like halfway done, right? We're looking at a puzzle where we have pieces where we're like, I think that goes there. It should go there. Good enough, right? Close enough. Are you guys following this one though? Do let me know. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot I feel about it. And I'm just double checking real quick that I didn't miss anything. I don't know. The whole Dylan and everything, that is sus to me too. And if there is other information that could be released, why isn't it being released? And why now are certain people coming out to talk to certain shows? Because, like, I know, look what I can do. Stop. Oh my goodness. No, I'm going to be cracking up for like the next 10 solid minutes. Gosh darn you all. Okay. So also think about this in the case there's this moment where there's a video and they're walking and she goes, what did you say to Adam? And then Xana goes, I told Adam everything, right? And everybody hangs on this like it is the biggest thing, like it's very important. But then the parents and the officers are like, no, it's nothing. Like that's legit nothing. But then YouTube's like, it's everything. Don't you understand? And it's like, no, though, wait, no, hey, ho, hey, ho, like, hold up. Again, it's kind of like the white truck. It could be everything or it could be nothing. It's kind of like the dudes on Banfield that they had on camera, like 3 dudes leaving the house. Could be everything, could be nothing. Who knows? Is there? Oh, and now they went as far as the cartel and everything. Obviously there's a huge problem here in the U.S. There's no denying that. I don't even have to make an argument for that part. That's just what it is. Times are rough, and I feel bad for those who are struggling because, oof, brutal. It's brutal. My heart, it hurts for them because it's a cruel world out there when you're struggling like that. And now is not the time for that either, just by the way things are going. Did you see what happened in Philly just today? Good golly. This looks really cool though. The metallics look really nice. Just so you guys know, please hit the like. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Maybe this scene was messed up for a reason. Maybe things got messed up for a reason. Because when we first hear about it, we hear that people were summoned to the house first. Did they go through the crime scene? Yeah, because they went inside and they knew, oh, those people are gone. Gone, like gone, like gone. Okay? And how were they standing outside for that long that like family members were showing up, for God's sakes? Family members were showing up. So that means they got a phone call. That means they had to get ready to go. Like, and they had enough time and people were still standing around. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just think of what your mother would say to you. Just think of what your mother would say to you. There's no way. Oh my goodness. No way. No way. And I know there's people out there that are like, Daisy, you don't know how you would act in an emergency circumstance. I do though. I'm one of those people that it's like, I do. I've been in one. I've had to make the call twice. And I did that. Because it's what you do. In case of emergency. Like, I was like literally shooketh too. The second time I was definitely like in shock for a hot second. But I still called and I was like, help needed, like now, like do this here, business, come help. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you're shooketh, you get it out, you call. Even if you're just like assistance, like, and you can't say anything other than that, and you can only repeat certain things, do it. I don't know why they wouldn't. So was the scene messed up? Is the whole thing messed up? It's very likely. And what if Bryan really did want to help, right? What if he realized he was just in over his head? These are all just possibilities. You never know. Yeah. In multiple victims' parents, they have their own issues too. And again, I'm not about to judge them. People struggle in life. People go through stuff. That's not my place. Again, it's not my place, right? Everyone has their own type of struggle. I pray that they get through it, though. I really do. For anyone that's in it, I really do. I pray that they find the strength to get out, right? So, is it really the cartel? Is it really substances? Some would say absolutely. Some are like, duh, like, of course. But it's very curious. Could it be all? It could be. It could be all. But what matters is truth matters. And another thing is like, throughout all these videos that people have done, all these channels that are just like milking it, when there's not even a freaking thing to talk about, they ran a story about him wearing a suit yesterday. They ran a story about a man who wore a suit. Okay? That's why I dressed up for you today. Because I thought if I dress up and I put on the suit jacket, they'll make stories about me too. Okay? Okay? Maybe they will. Like, who does this? What world are we in? What world is this? We should want clarity and the truth, not just babble, okay? And for those of you who are like, I'm not going to tell Drunk Turkey Show what to do, bear, 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 bear. Okay, cool. Maybe just don't talk on it then. Like, your friend's doing something shady, you don't like it, shut up. Watch your sneaky, bro. Watch your sneaky. You're going to be sneaky, watch your sneaky. Don't be obvious. Like, that's what that means. And maybe that's what Bryan Kohberger was doing. Maybe he was watching his sneaky. Y'all, I really wrote that in today's script, and I was giggling about that. Like, watch your sneaky. Not funny. It is hilarious. That part is. But, you know, the rest of it, not funny. Not funny. Pretty messed up. But, god dang, people... It feels like we've walked into a whole nother reality sometimes. It feels like the multiverse like shifted somehow and just subtle changes happened, like the Mandela effect. Now the world's a little different these days. Just a little. So we were told also that there was like multiple methods, right? People keep saying this jabby stabby thing, right? But there was indeed multiple things referenced. So that would often lead someone to think that there's multiple people, right? Like two different, okay. Because if it happened in a matter of like minutes and it was four people, I don't know. Just curious to me. I'm sure some people void of soul enjoy a challenge and take things way too hardcore, right? But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that to me. It seems like there's somebody else in the mix. And judging by the info that has come out that it was correct, it seems likely that there's someone else in the mix. Also, his sister, like, how did they know the sister went through the car? How did they know that? Do you know that was on TV? It was on like one of those news shows. In Banfield, oh my goodness, girlfriend, you keep at it, mama, with that hair. Banfield, y'all watch Banfield? Adorable. Adorable. Someone hug her. She's too cute. Cracks me up. I'm like, oh my goodness. She's like a squirrel. And I thought I was pretty squirrely like that, right? I thought I was like, what were we talking about? No, it's just funny. But really, to make a whole show around a man wearing a suit, dear golly goodness. And the reason I want to point out real quick why I don't do the whole of the victims' names over and over is because that seems pretty ritualistic and weird to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like when other channels do it. Like, I understand that this is about them and we should be here for them and they should be the center of the story and the attention, and absolutely, right? But when you hear people keep saying their name and going ding, ding, like that seems like a bap, it's getting weird. You know, feeling too much like, no, I don't like it, okay? That's why you don't hear me constantly repeating the Idaho for his name, just so you know. Oh, there's like that whole thing about it too, and makes it just feel a little ritualistic. Like, no bueno, no bueno. Doesn't seem right, doesn't feel right, okay? And I really do try to be so respectful. You guys know I'm never, ever out here trying to upset nobody, bother nobody. That's the last thing I would want to do. I just don't know. I wonder what about his family too. Like, do you think about that? Do you think I don't know. Don't you think that if his family believed him to be innocent, they wouldn't be going through his car, or like they would talk to him? And what's with all the secrecy? That's another thing. I think he's a secret agent, man. That's my thought. Secret agent, man. That's the end. That's the end all be all, y'all. He is Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Like for real. Because what else is this dude doing? What are you doing? Like in this circumstance, you know? Oh, really? It's just too small of a space to spin. Jeez. There we go. Instead of breaking my fingers. um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's a snitch though. I'm gonna be straight up about that. I don't get snitch vibes either. Like, no. I think that he might be helping or aiding the police in some way. I see it more like that. I don't know though. They seem pretty confident, like real confident. And also, by the way, like outfits for court and everything, that's very um planned and like orchestrated and everything. So absolutely the man wore a suit. Like of course he did. He's going to court. Like, okay. I think that was all very a tactic, right? So yeah, what if he's not a snitch? What if he's just helping? Never know. And the YouTube community, I'm going to say it again, it can really often make or break a case, right? We saw with the Summer Wells case, even celebrities come up in here and acting a fool. Acting a fool. Why? Why? Why are you trying to ruin that case, bro? It's weird. It's weird. It's not the only one. Okay? What are anywho, let me just push on. But certain channels can make or break a case. It can help or it can destroy, and it's not good. Sometimes it's very not good. Sometimes it's way over dramatized. Sometimes it's under dramatized. And there's just a lot of issues that can come with this. So it's a fine line to walk, right? And it's just not my cup of tea all the time. I really couldn't be reporting on this stuff all the time because it really weighs on my heart. I couldn't imagine, y'all. I couldn't. Oof. But I do believe that the sororities are aware. I think that that is a true thing. Somehow, somewhere, the sororities are absolutely like, yeah, pretty aware of what's going on. Which they have to be. You would think they have to be. Because supposedly Dylan spent time calling all these people instead of calling for help. Supposedly Dylan was like calling all the roommates, being like, "Are you good?" The answer was nah, bruh. Nah. Right? And they knew that. Because it says that they heard such things, crying, so on and so forth. And also, am I like one of the only ones that consider, right, exactly, that this dude probably went through the top window? Like, I really don't think he went up any steps. Again, Steve Gonzalez, the dude, the man, the alpha for sure. He said he didn't need no steps. Why? Come on, we can do math. Yes, we can. It's because he went up the house. He went up the house, up that chair, in through the window, in through that window area where the bedroom was. Doggy was in there. Shoved the doggy away. Went to the next room. Like, I don't know why everyone is still saying that they went up. I don't know. They're saying it happened a different way. And it's like, why does everybody think that when that's like clearly not at all what it seems? I don't know. Again, the mainstream narrative sometimes is just that, a narrative, right? And of course, they're going to say it's like no threat to the public. Of course, they're going to be like, you guys, it's fine. Just go out there and live life. Just like after this thing that happened on I-95 in Philly, they're like, go live your life. You got to go to work now. Good luck. Oh, I'm sorry. What? The whole highway just, okay. The whole highway collapsed. Get to work. Don't be late. Holy crap. What the what? I don't know. Curious. Why wait 8 hours? Could you? I wouldn't. I couldn't. And who else did they call, right? And again, if Dylan saw all of this as normal, bruh, what have you been through, bruh? What had Dylan been through in life that seems normal? That y'all didn't think sooner to be like, oh no, situation up in here. What y'all been through? Like, What was that home life like? For real, though, for real. I'm very curious about that because they're all saying that Dylan's fine. Dylan, you should not be fine, dude. You shouldn't be fine. And that's okay. It's okay to not be okay after you just lost multiple friends if they were your friends, okay? But if they weren't your friends, then you might be fine. You shouldn't be fine. Like, I don't know. I'm not one to tell people how to deal with grief. I'm just saying, usually it comes out. That's a fact. I just can't imagine. I don't know. Again, what does that say about their life? And was the boyfriend there? Because a lot of this, oh, thank you. A lot of this screams that, like, Dylan's boyfriend was there. But then they're acting like Dylan's boyfriend wasn't there. But then he's speaking on her behalf at times. Y'all can see I really have been, keeping my eye on this. I really have. Because I'm just as curious. I'm like, what's going on? These colors are so pretty. And look how dry it is. My hair is amazing. Yeah, because they're saying things like firsthand. The boyfriend was saying things firsthand like they were there. So that's us too, by the way. And were they there in the house in the morning? Because they said that there was a few other people there. So I want to know, was that dude a part of it? Like, was he there? I mean, was he one of the first people that responded? And how do they know who she called and who she didn't call, right? Because they would have to check. Because they're saying that she was calling each of the roommates, but is this so? What if they didn't call the roommates? And what if they can tell that? It's very curious. There will be a lot of things that we definitely find out that'll keep coming out because, my goodness, the news is going to milk this cow. They're not going to stop, and neither will YouTubers, and that's fine. That's c'est la vie, that is life. But at least give this dude a fair trial, like, at least, right? Let's uphold the law, at very least. I do, again, as I stated, believe that the sororities must have some awareness of what was happening. He does intend to call witnesses, so think about that, okay? He's bold. These are bold moves. You're not just playing, 4D chess with these bold moves for nothing. There is an ace up the sleeve, and I feel it. Amanda, his sister, has gone private on all social media. She's like, peace, I'm out. And people are like, but she was in a thriller movie. Oh, my goodness. I just think it's funny because I was in a horror movie as well, and it was just like the same thing made by friends. But I don't know. It doesn't really mean anything, right? Right? I can't joke like that. Stop it, okay? Don't get me started, okay? And another thing I want to talk about is that, oh, let me show you that. There's very cute. I understand like the insomnia thing as well. There's that aspect where he's up at night. People think that's weird. Genuinely, I'm of the mindset that nothing good happens after 11 p.m. There's nothing out there that you need to be doing. You won't miss anything, right? You're good. But some people, like I definitely went through times in my life where I had, I don't know how to put it, like a week or two at a time of insomnia where I would get it really bad. So I would just go downstairs and lay on the couch and watch cartoons. Like legit. That's all I would do because I didn't know. Like, I'm just awake. I'm just awake. Yeah, but that is solid advice, by the way, if you want to pass that along. He doesn't seem like someone who's deep in affliction, by the way, because people are trying to say this as well. Oh my goodness, he had an affliction at one point, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't look like he's struggling. He doesn't look like he's sweating. He doesn't look like he's trembling. He doesn't look like he's fiending. I love, like, none of this. None of this. He's not saying, F anyone's couch, This dude, I don't know. What do you guys think, though? Do comment. Let me know down below. You're right. The story does need to get straight, and I'm concerned that what they have written down isn't quite accurate. That's my concern. As for the gag order, I understand protecting someone's rights. I think that is a great thing, but everyone deserves that fair trial. Everyone also deserves transparency. So one's appearance is often very calculated. That was about his outfit. I really do think that was calculated. And yeah, it was definitely on purpose. Oh my goodness, there's a bug, you guys. Don't even. I swear to goodness, I will cry. I will cry. If it's like a bumblebee, I'll be like, smack. You'll know, okay? If this stream just abruptly ends, you'll know. So something stinks. It doesn't seem right. Something's wrong. He even asked when arrested, had anybody else been arrested? Is he truly some dork or some evil genius who's putting his schooling to the test? I don't know. Or is he truly just caught in the middle of it all? I don't know. Is he jealous? I don't know. And whose white truck keeps popping up? Whose white truck is that? For any of you following the case, you'll have seen that truck like multiple times. What is it from? And doesn't he have like no record? Doesn't he have like no record at all? So his parents should want to be vocal about that. And they did an entire segment about his suit. A suit, y'all. What is this world? I have no idea. But what I do know is you guys are so amazing. Also, before I wrap this up in a pretty little bow, what is this incel narrative? Like, I just, why? Okay? Like, I feel like it's a cheap shot. It's like it's a weak argument. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like when I joke about people and I call them beta, it's because I know it would really upset them and hurt them feelings, because I don't care about all that stuff. I don't really think they're a beta. I just know they'll be affected if I say something silly, right? And that's ridiculous. So the whole incel thing feels weak to me, like a cheap shot. Since when did we start like defining people on their bedroom business? Like, that really is weird to me. I don't know why human beings are like this. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe some people just choose to be celibate and not, engage. That does happen. And I know like 10 men just left the chat. I'm just kidding. But listen, it's okay. Like, live how you live in. Just be safe, protect yourself, and treat your body like a temple, not a McDonald's play place, okay? I don't know. It's weird to me. It's so weird that people are like, they have to make it their whole personality. That just, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Very strange. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I can't, like, my brain, again, does not compute. I can't go past that. It's just weird. So maybe that's a thing by choice. Who knows? Maybe he's just not for that, okay? And again, proximity to danger, he's in where he's at where he's at for a reason, okay? We can't deny that. And that's his proximity to danger. So watch your proximity to danger. Be careful. Stay safe out there, genuinely, because the world is wild. And it says that the air is getting crappy out again. And it's like, the air was just fine, like yesterday. And then, so, okay. And now, there's that thing in Philly where that tanker exploded and now half the highway is gone. Don't you think that's strange? Like, don't you find that odd? That this car was, like, underneath the highway and then kabloomy and then all that happened? That's so strange. So strange. Am I doing better? I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking. Oh. Stop it. Y'all being thoughtful and stuff. Quit it. That's so nice. But yeah, don't do dumb stuff, essentially. Watch your sneaky. That's what that means. Don't do dumb stuff. And if you do dumb stuff, don't get caught. And I think BK would know what he did and whether or not he would leave something to get caught by. Okay? Do you guys think that he watched his sneaky? Y'all, you could not comprehend how much I giggled about that. And I know, it's silly. It's ridiculous, but it's the little things, right? I do appreciate you asking, though. I am feeling a good bit better. It was rough. Like, it was a series of unfortunate events, plus not feeling well. And it was like, what is happening here, right? Like, the luck was just off. And I was like, I'm over that. Dude, stop it. Oh my gosh. But for real, though, it was like I just lost like multiple people in a week, and it was overwhelming. And then, yeah, there was a lot. And then the whole festival, there was things that happened there that was overwhelming. And it's unfortunate because I've been going to these things for like a good while, like over a decade, to sell my art and such. So it really bummed me out. It just really hurt my heart that it's not, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. No, I know that it's just not the same as it was, right? Like things are changing. People are not as trustworthy, and which was once a very loving environment that they worked so hard to foster is now one that is different. And I should have known. As I stated before, I'm not someone that like scratches my screens. I'm not someone that like cracks my screens. But when first of all, you guys know that my phone got broken last year, right? It wasn't even me. It was a friend that did it, and it was like a terrible thing. And then this year, within 20 minutes, my screen cracked, and I was like, okay, that's it. Like I feel it in my heart now. There's something going on. Something has to be in the wind. Like there's definitely something happening because this doesn't happen. Like I'm so careful about those things. So it was just so strange. And then speaking of strange, I get home and my iPad Pro that I've only had for 3 years, which by the way, they're meant to last like at least 5, especially when you're freaking paying that much, right? Like, come on. It gave up. It was like it was done. It said goodbye, cool world, and that was that. And I was like, there's not even like anything wrong. What just happened? But it got stuck at the Apple logo loop. I did all the things I was told to do, and it was just done. So, yeah, that bad luck ends now. I'm done with it. I do not claim it. I do not want it. It's not for me. I'm not a negative person. And whoever's putting this voodoo on me, you can back right off because it ain't going to happen. Okay? No one's going to put out my flame. I am a fire that will burn, for as long as time, as long as till my last breath. I will do the things that I love to do. And that's things like this and hanging out with you guys and streaming and talking about this stuff. It's just wild. It was wild. And just the world in general, just strange. Things feel strange. And it's unfortunate that people aren't more neighborly. I understand some people just want privacy. I understand that some people are just paranoid, I guess, of others, but it's a sad day when people can't trust in one another, or that you can't turn to your neighbor or your church and say that, such and such is happening. I don't know. It's just a bummer to me. I like that I grew up in a small town that I could run around and go like 5 blocks down, and my parents were cool with that, and everything was fine. And come home at dark. Like, I was lucky to be like the last of the Mohicans for that type of generation that played outside. Um, but I do get trolls out actually a whole lot, which is what we need. I know. And that's the thing is people, we are social creatures, and it's nice to be around people who just get that vibe, understand that vibe of not everything has to be an ordeal or dramatic or like anything. You can just enjoy silence with people sometimes. Coexisting is awesome. Like sometimes that's like the best thing is just to exist near one another in silence. Like those are some of the most beautiful moments. I really believe that. And I'm always swept away by like the whimsical magic grace of this world, like little things, little God's miracles that happen in front of us. Like I'm really thankful for that, even though times be rough. And I do always think like, okay, well, maybe I need to humble myself. Maybe I need to just relax, I shouldn't want for such material things or get upset about it, but c'est la vie, it is life. And we're sorting it. You guys are amazing. Thank you again, honestly. Cal and Shine, the rest of you. And Jules is like, you're good. It's time to wrap it up. Hurry it up. You're good. He's amazing. Please don't forget, do all that is free because it is free. And we love free, right? Like, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, share. If it vibes with you, then just chill out, man. Hang out. There's plenty of space, like here, there, and all over. And if you do want to help donate, my goal for our community and just fundraising in general online was 200, and we're at 135 now, I believe. I gotta double check, But I did see someone Cashapp, and I was just like, oh my goodness, you guys. And I don't know, I just feel like maybe after 5 years of being on the platform and creating, endless content and belly giggles for free, that, those who have been here for a long time and they have the ability, they don't mind helping build the foundation of our dreams. Because I'm going to get a freaking gallery back. It's in me blood. It's what I need to have a storefront. I need to have a gallery. And yeah, and just building that back up. So thank you. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe, stay awake, stay aware. No, Finley, you're not interrupting this time with your cuteness. You're not stealing the show. It's about me and the smallest violin. There he goes again. No, Finley, you can wait till the next stream. He's out there being cute, so I have to go tackle him with cuddles. Okay, do be careful though. Thank you guys so much. And let me think. Was there anything else? Thank you for coming to your very own deprogramming session. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Okay, love you, bye.